What's up, Taiwan? How's it going? I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. China is likely to ramp up diplomatic attacks on Taiwan, Taiwan's foreign minister has warned. Speaking in Parliament on Wednesday, Joseph Wu said he expected security threats and diplomatic attacks to continue. Now Chinese leader Xi Jinping has secured a historic third term. China claims Taiwan as its own and forbids recognition of the country on the international stage, leaving Taipei with just 14 official allies. Wu told Parliament he had intelligence that China was luring existing allies into switching allegiance to Beijing.
20大之后，中国在外交上面会不会对台湾有更多的这个动作了哈？那在我的报告里面也有提到，就是这个是我们担心的，有可能中国对台湾的这种攻势威胁会增加，尤其是在外交的场域啦，他们的攻击威胁有可能增加。
Taiwanese vaccine maker Medigen is facing scrutiny. That's after it was revealed that a Chinese company may have access to data from a clinical trial for the company's COVID-19 jab. Medigen worked with a contract medical research firm called Kaidia to conduct the trial in late 2020. At the time, Kaidia was owned by an American company, but it was then sold to a Chinese company in early 2021. Now, lawmakers are raising questions about the company, saying the personal data of Taiwanese people who took part in the trial could be at risk. But Taiwan's Health Minister Xue Ruiyuan says the trial passed an audit on its clinical practices last year, well before the Chinese company took full control over Kaidia earlier this month. Medigen says its clinical trials followed strict guidelines to protect the rights of participants. Xue says that if there are still concerns, they can do another audit. Police in Taiwan are investigating a military truck accident outside Taipei that killed a mother and her 6-year-old daughter. The pair were on their way to school when the truck hit their scooter. The 6th Army Command says it's cooperating with the police and will punish those responsible. Jean Van Trieste reports.
A fatal moment captured on CCTV. A military truck on a supply run just outside Taipei takes a turn. But just at the edge of the camera's field of vision, there's a sudden collision. The truck hit a mother and daughter on a scooter, killing them both. They were on their way to a kindergarten. Local police have seized the truck and are reviewing its dash cam footage to find out what caused the accident. They're also investigating the driver.
经本分队检测军大客车驾驶陈男酒测值为0，全案依过失致死罪将陈男带返本分队侦办。
In recent months, Taiwan's military has had several mishaps and accidents on base and during training exercises. But it's unusual for these incidents to involve civilians.
第6军团非常难过，也很抱歉啊。目前已经指派单位的高阶干部先到医院来慰问家属，那后续会配合警方的调查，厘清肇事的原因以及后续的事故处理。
The military says it's reviewing regulations, and all those found responsible, from the driver to the commanding officers, could face punishment. Patrick Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
A Chinese military aircraft was warned away as Taiwan carried out live fire drills on Wednesday. The Chinese plane was spotted entering Taiwan's Air Defense Identification Zone, or ADIZ, during drills that included some of the Army's special forces. The exercises used a combination of support and attack helicopters to fire on targets in the mountains of Taiwan's southernmost tip of Hengchun. China often sends planes into Taiwan's ADIZ as a form of intimidation. On Wednesday, Taiwan's military recorded 22 Chinese planes operating around the country. The world's largest contract chip maker, TSMC, has fallen to its lowest valuation in over 2 years. TSMC's stock slipped 16 points on the Taiwan Stock Exchange on Tuesday, marking a 4.13% decline on the day. The sharp drop saw the company's market cap dip below $312 billion. The stock rebounded slightly during trading on Wednesday. TSMC's stock price has dropped by around $8 per share since mid-August, reflecting a wider drop in the tech-heavy Taiwan exchange. Taiwan marked Cleaning Team Day on Tuesday, calling attention to the hazardous conditions faced by the country's 30,000 people working in garbage disposal. As Rick Liu reports, accidents caused by exploding trash are on the rise.
A city garbage truck caught on fire, caused, rubbish collectors say, by a battery thrown out with the daily refuse.
这其实蛮危险的，因为我们在我们的站置区啊，我们曾经就有发生过电池爆炸的问题。我们场内有热显像，它就有做一个追踪，我们快点及时灭火，不然一旦烧起来，那个整个会是一个蛮严重的。
In Taiwan, residents themselves throw their trash into trucks that drive through their neighborhoods each day. And over the recent Mid-Autumn Festival weekend, garbage collectors found nearly 400 gas canisters, causing explosions and injuring staff. Accidents like these, caused by incorrectly discarded combustible items, are on the rise in the country. It's not the only hazard faced by those in the industry. A worker falling to his death from the back of a truck has also prompted some local governments to tighten their precautions, including implementing the use of safety ropes.
对，很麻烦，一定会多了一道工序啦，一道手续。
就是要命就不要怕麻烦。
对。
By declaring a National Cleaning Day, the Environmental Protection Administration is encouraging citizens to be diligent about properly separating their garbage to protect workers, and reminding them of a nearly $200 fine for failing to do so. The authorities want to draw attention to a risky industry that employs 30,000 people, whose work is often taken for granted. Klein Wang and Rick Liu for TaiwanPlus.
One of the last masters of a special Taiwan art form has died at the age of 96. Chen Zifu painted movie posters by hand. He created over 5,000 posters during his career and was considered a national treasure. Chen retired from painting in 1994 and was honored for his work at the 2006 Golden Horse Awards, the Oscars of Chinese language cinema. His pieces were featured in a light show on Taiwan's presidential office earlier this month. It turns out Taiwan is the place to be if you're a Blackfaced Spoonbill. The endangered species of wading birds are flocking to the wetlands of southwestern Taiwan for the winter. And as Jean Van Trieste reports, some marshes are seeing a record-breaking numbers.
It's feeding time at this wetland on Taiwan's southwest coast. Hundreds of endangered black-faced spoonbills have flown here on their annual migration from the north. In the space of a few weeks, nearly 1,000 have arrived, a record. The environmental group that's adopted this marsh credits its own efforts to restore habitat. Water from nearby fish ponds has also been diverted into the salt pan, bringing with it fish, shrimp, and other of the bird's favorite foods. But not all of Taiwan's coastal wetlands are seeing the same boom in bird numbers. Bird lovers have singled out the Yong'an wetland, another marsh 60 kilometers to the south, as a place where more habitat restoration is needed. Here, only around 30 birds have shown up this season. The land is administered by Taiwan's state-run power company, Taipower, which has a solar plant nearby. Environmentalists want the company to do more to keep the marsh from drying up.
渡冬的候鸟大部分都是水鸟啦，那有水的话，就水中会有很多的鱼虾贝类，还有一些软体生物，这些都是候鸟很重要的食物。干涸的话，那些食物就会不见，候鸟就没办法来这边觅食栖息。
Taipower says it's begun pumping water into the marsh to help the situation. The goal is to attract more spoonbills to rest here over the long winter months, so that their numbers continue to grow in the years ahead. Patrick Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally today, we leave you with images from a swimming race across Hong Kong's iconic Victoria Harbour. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.